Hey everyone, it's March 14th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with Australian-American serial killer Christopher Bernard Wilder, known as the Beauty Queen Killer, who murdered at least 8 women in 1984, and that is him right up there. Wilder was born in Sydney, Australia in 1945, the son of an American naval officer and an Australian mother. It was a difficult birth, and he was nearly declared dead, and at the age of 2 almost drowned in a swimming pool. Not much is known about his childhood, but at the age of 17, he was first convicted of a violent crime, pleading guilty to participating in the gang rape of a 13-year-old girl. For his actions, he received probation, which seems like it's not enough, and electroshock therapy, which seems to have backfired, likely amplifying his violent impulses. He married in 1968, but it was a short-lived arrangement, his wife leaving after just 1 week. After emigrating to Florida the next year, Wilder had a very successful career in real estate, but that wasn't enough to break him out of his violent ways. Wilder was known to be a fan of The Collector, a novel by John Fowles in which a woman is held captive in a basement until her death, nearly memorizing the entire book. He probably would have loved You on Netflix. In 1971, he found himself in legal trouble in the U.S., and over the next 4 years, he was convicted of escalating crimes related to inappropriate behavior with women, culminating with the rape of a young woman who he promised to photograph to help her jumpstart a modeling career. He never served time behind bars for any of these crimes. On a visit to his parents in Australia in 1982, he was arrested for the sexual assault of 2 teenagers, and after being bailed out, he was allowed to return to Florida. In February of 1984, Wilder's crimes escalated to murder when he killed a former girlfriend and an aspiring model in Miami. The police instantly latched onto him as a suspect, and he fled, next raping and killing a woman in Central Florida, then again a few days later in Georgia, this time torturing his victim by gluing her eyes shut and running electrical current through her feet before her death. To gain their trust, he would promise his victims that he would help them get started in the modeling business, but instead ended their lives. He next killed women in Texas, Oklahoma, and Colorado, then abducted a woman in Torrance, California, but kept her alive, believing that she would help him attract more victims. Wilder attempted to kill a 16-year-old he kidnapped in Indiana, but she managed to escape and told the police that he was headed to Canada. They caught up to him in New Hampshire, and he struggled with the arresting officer over a .357 Magnum he had in his car, with the gun going off twice, first hitting the officer in the liver and Wilder in the heart with the second shot. It was officially ruled a suicide. After his death, Wilder was linked to additional potential rapes and murders, including a series of unsolved crimes in Australia. While he's officially considered to have killed 8 women, the true tally is likely closer to 20. His estate totaled more than $7 million and was distributed to the families of his victims. A TV movie called Easy Prey was released in 1986 with Gerald McRaney playing Wilder. Yes, Major Dad played him in the movie. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Christopher Bernard Wilder, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.